Girl fought against the door, but her stepmother broke in. Then she didn't hesitate to beat and kick the girl. The girl's screams echoed throughout the building. But this wasn't the first time Lucy had been subjected to domestic violence. A few days earlier, her brother had been beaten to death by her stepmother, but the stepmother threatened to blame her for the crime. Since then, the girl has suffered the stares of her neighbors, but her stepmother was so happy because of her brother's compensation. But the girl never dared to resist. She was afraid that her stepmother wouldn't hesitate to beat her to death in exchange for the money. That day after school, Lucy met the lawyer who had helped them before, but the girl just looked at him but didn't dare to say anything. As a lawyer and a friend of Lucy and her brother, Jack knew he had to do something for them. Thinking about the boy's death, Jack was overwhelmed with remorse. All he could do was sit at the boy's favorite burger joint and sob. The next day he went to a colleague's house and got down on his knees and asked him to help him. The attorney general gladly agreed. With the help of his classmates and colleagues, they distributed leaflets. They even found out that the woman had been an evil person since she was a child. She's been in prison for 10 years. But the information alone wasn't enough to prosecute them. They needed the support of the police. So Jack came to the station with all the evidence of Lucy's abuse and the indictment. According to the investigation, the cause of the boy's death was a rupture of the intestines caused by force. But a 10-year-old girl could never do that. Soon the woman was investigated and received a court summons. But this inexplicable lawsuit made the woman furious. When she got home, her stepmother took her anger out on the girl. Just as the woman turned to pick up her stick, a phone call came. It was this phone call that saved the girl's life. Now that they've filed the case, they'll need evidence in favor of the girl's confession. But the girl hadn't been to school for a long time. Jack can only ask the girl's classmates to send him gifts every day. When he finally saw her, she didn't say anything, but the girl didn't open any of the gifts Jack sent her. She hid them in her locker. Then she went to her desk and continued to write about her abuse. But as she wrote, she stopped. He took out all the presents to see what they were. The first was a star, a symbol of hope, an MP3 playing Jack's apologies to the girl, and what the people had done for her in the meantime. They've been handing out flyers and spreading the word to plead with dignitaries to look into the case. The case was finally filed after much hard work. The little girl was in tears by the time she heard this. She'd never thought that so many adults cared about her. She was about to go to Jack, but then her stepmother opened the door. The little girl fell to the floor in shock, looking at the headphones in her hand. Her stepmother tried to take them away, but surprisingly, the girl didn't give in this time. The girl was pushed to the ground in a struggle. He kicked the girl with his high heels. The stepmother's curses and the girl's screams filled the building. A classmate heard the noise and called Jack. When he heard the news, Jack ran as fast as he could towards Lucy's house. The girl dragged her stepmother by the thighs and pleaded with her to return her things. But the stepmother got angrier and raised a stool to smash it. Just then Jack arrived. After breaking down the door, he was shocked by what he saw.